Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great day so far, a great week so far, and have at least reached some of your goals today, if not all. Make sure to try and hit them again tomorrow. Don't just give up. And that's kind of going to be for the message I want to share with you guys for tonight is giving up sometimes you'll fail. You are destined to fail if you don't strategically or effectively lay out a plan and follow it. If there's no plan, it'll be difficult for you to maintain a sustainable speed or to remain optimal throughout. Of course, the more experienced you get, you could wing some of these things, but it still comes down to sustainability, which of course experience would teach you, and then you can, even when you're winging it, know where you can kind of give and take a little bit. And the specific part that I want to break down that for you tonight is regards to dieting. How hard should the diet be? People always talk about bodybuilding being extreme, when it comes to the diet. And of course, that's probably one of the most difficult aspects because it's a mental game, more than it is normally other things. There's many ways you get to your goal. I know everybody's always thinking there's a perfect diet and trick that would work. The best way that I've found is to think about the term in the period or time I have in mind. In other words, how many weeks do I have? 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 6 months, 12 months. So the kind of plan I'm on now is kind of a year plan, maybe more than a year, where I'm dieting very slowly, getting back into it. And it's gone on for quite a while, and I'm kind of chill, but I know how to do it like that and still get results. And I'm not in a hurry. There's no show that I have to plan for. Where specifically it really gets tough is when you get to those 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks. Dependent again, of course, on how strict you are. Dependent on the period, or I'm almost saying period, or that specific time before the show. Or the specific goal. So the only time that I really feel it starts to get really extreme with athletes is sometimes the 6 to 8 week mark. There it really starts for them, and then it picks up another gear about 4 to 2 weeks out from the intended show or the goal. So that is when it should be kind of extreme, and you should expect it to be. Sometimes I get some feedback and I'm like, this is extreme. I'm like, this. Then you're kind of in the right groove where you are now. If it happens too soon, I'm like, maybe we should change things up, because it's very difficult for an athlete to maintain that difficult pace if they're still 12 weeks out. If they do that, sometimes they do that themselves without a good plan in mind. They would fall flat earlier. Some people would say they over diet. It's just because the plan is not laid out and the body starts holding, as the athletes, they'll know this, they start holding back, and you can't really lose fat, and your motivation is very low, and your energy is very low, and you're not hungry, and you're not eating food. It's like, it's just all bad all across the board, and you really need to pull back 1 or 2 weeks, feed yourself, and then get back into it, and that should get you back on track. Just as a note for some of you guys that always wonder, how do I fix a thing like that? Just pull back, get some normal food, make sure that you're getting the base amount right, that at least the calories you're taking in, and then you can start playing with the macros and then lean into it, depending again on how experienced you are and what your plan is on. As I said, I wing a lot, and I try to learn things every time I go around. I'm trying to pick new things up, so I'm always playing with it. But of course, I know there's things that work, and you need to stick to those things. Anyways, that's kind of just a little bit of a talk around dieting. So if it's tough, I know it's tough, but it should be scaled, it shouldn't be tough all the time. So yeah, have a great night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.